From copying Elon Musk's SpaceX to being rescued by Elon Musk's SpaceX, Russia's Roscosmos has just rightly proved the edge of Elon Musk in the space race. The Soyuz capsule is stuck in space, and only Elon Musk's SpaceX can bring back the astronauts sent by Vladimir Putin. SpaceX's Dragon is set to bring back 3 out of the 5 astronauts stuck in space. But before we get into the details of the space race, make sure you subscribe to our channel Elon Musk Center, which revolves around the Einstein of this generation. The space race. Since the evolution from early humans, humanity has been rushing towards space in leaps and bounds to outsmart the other country/agency. USA's International Space Station, or the ISS, NASA, Russia's Cosmos, and SpaceX, and many more organizations have participated in this space race. All these organizations thrive on undertaking space territory by researching, experimenting, and spending loads of Earth money on space exploration. The Soviet Union sowed the seeds of the space race in 1957 through the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union. It was an attempt to establish a military base to get a hold of the external world. The current space race has taken a different form of exploration, wherein the countries/agencies are in horde to start life with humanity on Mars and capture the moon and other space elements. This race is particularly among fast-growing economies such as the USA, India, Japan, and China. China has already sent its spacecraft and astronauts into space to expand human presence in space orbits. SpaceX versus Roscosmos. SpaceX maintains a fleet of reusable rockets and has developed a missile that was first to be launched into space and safely landed on Earth. After the success of SpaceX under Elon Musk, Russia announced plans to have developed a rocket called Amur. We'll discuss how the Russians have attempted to copy SpaceX. There have been similarities, but they shall be discussed later in the video. Amur is Russia's first liquid natural gas-powered reusable rocket and is a 2-stage launch vehicle. Alexander Blushenko, the executive director of Roscosmos for long-term programs in science, is proud of the reliability of the Amur and compared its reliability to that of the Kalashnikov assault rifle. Looking at the current circumstances of the Soyuz spacecraft, we now fear such statements being made as void and only fulfilling at the end. At first glance, Amur looks a lot similar to the Falcon 9 of SpaceX in terms of design. Critics also say that Amur is just a carbon copy of Falcon 9. Amur features a set of grid fins and landing legs similar to the fins and legs of the Falcon 9. In addition, Falcon 9's lattice control fins mounted on top is also visible in the design of the Amur. The Amur rocket is set to run its engine on methane, with its first stage variant being reusable. The reusable first stage has successfully experimented with Falcon 9. Russia, in the race to beat SpaceX, has ended up copying SpaceX, and we wonder if it's part of a big plan or majorly hypocrisy. The Falcon 9 stands at 280 feet or 63 meters in height, whereas Amur is shorter, standing at 180 feet or 55 meters. Falcon 9 is more powerful than the Amur. In terms of cargo load, the Amur will be able to carry about 11.6 tons in the low orbit of Earth, whereas Falcon 9 can take 25.1 tons. The booster stage also differs in terms. Falcon 9 comprises 9 liquid oxygen and kerosene Merlin engines compared to Amur's 5 RD-0169A methane oxygen engines. However, similar to the first stage landing of Amur to Falcon 9 sounds, Amur is supposed to do it differently, with Roscosmos planning to land the rocket at a completely new site being constructed for this purpose solely. It's planning to land the rocket over the sea surface due to the land obstacles arising occasionally. The Amur will be much cheaper than the Falcon 9, with the total cost of the Falcon 9 being 38 million euros, double the Amur's total cost of 17 million euros. Each launch of Amur will eventually add to the total cost of the rocket development. The first launch of Amur shall be witnessed in 2026. The world must await until then to encounter the not-so-similar Falcon 9 copy. Now, before we move any further with the video, let's take a moment to catch our breath, and in the meantime, you can hit the subscribe and like buttons. Working of Roscosmos's Amur. The rocket named after the bird Amur Falcon, Amur would be operative in 3 stages. The first time shall be to ignite the rocket launch, the second time to fire the engine at the re-entry stage when the rocket is at thicker and heavier layers of the atmosphere, and the last stage would be the soft landing on the Amur's landing feet. Amur is a smaller version of Falcon 9, with the launch of the booster set from the Vostochny Cosmodrome in the eastern part of Russia. In a conversation with the Roscosmos officials, they stated that the Amur should feature ambitious characteristics. It shall embrace composite materials and bionic methods, which make the structure lighter without compromising strength. The conceptual design is almost ready to be examined by the end of this year. With Elon Musk's hype of having edge over the space race, let's remember our roots when Russia became the first country to land on the moon and Mars. Well, not exactly with the moon, but definitely on Mars. Russia has always been bragging about the capacity of being the #1 in the early stages of space exploration. With the right backup and financial support, it can still surpass other nations to win the space race against SpaceX. But Elon's foresight of sending humans to Mars has given Russia a tough time. It has the world on its toes as to what to imagine might happen next. What shall the extraordinary mind of Elon Musk have in store for the world to witness? Recently, the pace of development in Russia towards space exploration has been phenomenal, with private Russian companies joining hands either directly or indirectly towards providing space equipment development. The space exploration. In 2024, Musk plans to send the first uncrewed Starship to Mars along with its plans for a tourist mission to the moon by 2023. Musk's shift from kerosene to methane has provided him with an edge in space exploration. Roscosmos, on the other hand, uses nuclear power, which is a better alternative for electricity generation, cleanliness, and, most importantly, speed. If Russia's technology proves successful, it shall be an incredible demonstration of wit and motives after past failures. In the past year, Russia has changed regarding geography and finance. We can't ignore the fields of Ra. Russia had its drones used to light technologies, even for war. No matter how much advancement Roscosmos or any other agency manages to make, SpaceX shall remain the technological leader with its fully reusable rockets. Russia relies on nuclear energy, whereas the great mind of Elon Musk does not allow him to do so. He believes this technique to be reliable as fission only when used properly. Elon Musk doesn't take chances, does he? Elon Musk versus Vladimir Putin. In current situations, we all know how adamant and deadly Russia can be with not staying put to its commitment. Elon Musk has guaranteed to protect the International Space Station only if Vladimir Putin and Russia's Roscosmos renege on their commitments and let themselves crash back to Earth. Elon Musk and the Russian space chief have recently heated their rivalry in terms of rockets. After suffering damage on December 15th of 2022 on Soyuz spacecraft MS-22, Russia had to ask for help from Elon Musk's SpaceX Dragon capsule. This was when Russia Roscosmos realized the supremacy of SpaceX in terms of knowledge, efficiency, and brainpower. The ISS has contacted SpaceX to help the Roscosmos and is believed to be getting help soon. The USA and Russia are both powerful countries. Not to mention the diplomacy they undergo in the fight for race, witnessing this rivalry become advantageous for space exploration is something that everyone has their eyes upon. Will Elon Musk, with his SpaceX, be able to beat this expertise with better foresight? We'll leave you to ponder, because with this, we will leave and end this video with our votes towards Elon Musk's SpaceX. Let us know which side you vouch for down in the comment section below. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and remember to subscribe to our channel, as we'll see you in the next video.